Hi everybody. So I think it's just only slightly ironic that I'm presenting late in the day when we're all getting just a little bit fried on mattress recycling. No sleeping. So St. Vincent de Paul of Lane County is in Eugene, Oregon, and we operate DR3 Recycling in Oakland, which is the largest mattress recycling facility in California. And as you probably all know, there's a stewardship law that was passed here in 2013 that requires in 2016 that that a system for mattress recycling gets put in place. So starting in 2016, if you go to buy a new mattress, you will be charged a fee, a recycling fee on the front end. We don't know what that fee is going to be yet. There's a mattress recycling council that is, as we are speaking today, writing the rules for how that law will be implemented. But there's also a mattress advisory committee that's sort of tracking this more formal process and trying to make sure that the concerns of the community are met by this law. And one of the issues that came up in the Mattress Advisory Committee was, well, what about all of the abandoned mattresses, all the illegally dumped mattresses that are out there in the community? What's going to happen to those? And the answer was, well, we don't know. So DR3 and Waste Management teamed up with Stop Waste and some cities to do a pilot project. What they said was, what they wanted to see, what question they wanted to answer was, well, if we invite people to bring these mattresses in and we pay them for bringing them in, will people actually do that? And could it be an effective way to get some of these mattresses that are dumped throughout the community back into a recycling system? And so the short answer is yes. Okay, now I'm nervous.
The right side.
The right side. Like my right side. Okay, so what the guys at DR3 did was they took a little tag that I guess I showed you on the previous slide. They took that tag and they hog-ringed it. They went out in the community, and every time they found an abandoned mattress, they hog-ringed this little tag onto the mattress. And I should apologize that we don't actually have any actual pictures because these guys didn't really think about taking pictures of their work. So these are just grabbed off the internet, but trust me, they're out there in the community and they look that bad. So they went out and they tagged, they started on, I think, January 15th, and so far they have tagged 800 mattresses, and the number that have come back, brought in by independent haulers to our DR3 facility in Oakland, is 543. Let's see, so started in mid-January, so we're about 2 months in. That's how many that have come back to us, and of that 543, 542 are actually suitable for recycling. So some mattresses, they're just too gross and disgusting. You can't really recycle them, you just have to throw them in the garbage. But most of the ones that came off the street, we could actually deconstruct. And we also identified some hot spots. So where these mattresses are getting dumped was the other question that our guys were trying to answer. Sorry, Oakland. So 720 mattresses dumped in hot spots around Oakland. I hear that West Oakland is the more likely part of Oakland to be a dumping ground. Berkeley's next, Hayward next, then Richmond, San Leandro, and Albany. You said Albany or Albany? How do you say Albany? Okay. We have one of those in Oregon, and we call it, well, I don't know what we call it. I call it Albany. Okay, so, and so we also track the kinds of mattresses that were returned. And as you can see, the queen-size mattresses were most likely to be dumped, followed by twin and full and then king. And what was also really interesting to us was how many people would actually take the time to find these mattresses and bring them into us. So we've paid out 15 separate individuals who've sort of figured out that this might be a cool thing to do with their time. And the fewest number of mattresses that one individual brought in is 1, and the most number of mattresses brought in a single run is 14. And I have no idea what they used to haul that in. If they had a little box truck, or they just, you know, you could picture a pickup truck with a bunch of mattresses stacked on it, or maybe they were all twins, I don't know. And the farthest distance traveled from the disposal site, the illegal disposal site, to our facility is 21 miles one way. So people are willing to go a ways to get the bounty. So the pilot project is going to run through the end of this month. We'll compile all of this information and we'll make it available to whoever wants it. I think what the message that I'm taking from this is that if there's systems that cities already have in place, like public workers, public work staff, garbage pickup people who could be given the hog ring and the tags to tag these as they're out and about on their regular jobs, it might be worth doing on an ongoing basis as a way of cleaning up the streets and getting those illegally dumped mattresses back into the back into the recycling stream. I'm a little more nervous than I thought I'd be.
You're doing fine.
Thank you. So I just wanted to give you a little bit more information about mattresses in the universe of waste. So Cal Recycle did a study, did some research in 2012 and concluded that about 4.2 million mattresses get replaced in California every year. And just to kind of put that number in context, DR3 last year recycled 130,000 mattresses. So your largest mattress recycler in the state did 130,000. And to get an image of what that looks like, if you stack those mattresses in a football field, they'd be about 5 or 6 stories high. That's 130,000. So the problem with mattresses in the waste stream is that they don't compress. So you put them in the landfill and they don't smash down like other waste. And they float. And they can, if there's like a stack of a bunch of mattresses and you have a backhoe going across them, that backhoe can hit a stack of mattresses and it can tip. Or it can pull the fabric off a mattress and expose the steel springs, and the steel springs can get wrapped up in that backhoe track and it can damage that equipment. So they're a real problem in the waste stream. And they don't break down very fast. And on the flip side, on the recycling side, a mattress is about 85% recyclable. So the steel springs go back into the steel industry. The foam goes into the carpet pad manufacturing industry, as does the quilted topper on it. The wood gets used by landscaping companies to create mulch. And the nice thing about that is it's a job creator. So our facility in Oakland employs about 25 guys. And we have a second facility in Oregon that does about 40,000 mattresses a year. And I think there's like 17 guys working there. And these are above minimum wage jobs, and they all have access to health care. So it's one of those win-win-win things. And the third win is for St. Vincent de Paul of Lane County. St. Vincent de Paul of Lane County is the largest social services agency in Lane County. We serve 84,000 people there in a variety of homeless shelters and low-income housing, emergency services, and we pay for all of that with our recycling and reuse programs. So that job creation piece is also a revenue generator piece for us. So it's a real value to us to be able to do this work. And let me think, one more thing. Oh, and so in anticipation of this law passing, or having passed and being implemented, we're opening a third mattress recycling facility just outside of Sacramento in April.